Are you in the market for your first drone? Or even just looking for a new piece of kit to add to your arsenal? Well, today we'll be having a look at the DJI MINI 2 and checking out the unique feature combination that make it potentially the best for either scenario. If you're new to this channel, I post unboxings, reviews, DIYs and tutorials relating to all kinds of tech and gadgets. If this sounds interesting to you, check out some of my other videos and subscribe to see more content like this. A few months ago I got my first ever drone, which was a DJI MAVIC MINI. This revolutionary drone was released in November 2019 and packed mind-blowing functionality into a tiny form factor, which weighed 249 grams and could fit into the palm of your hand. The appeal of the MAVIC MINI was its portability, with the ability to fold down into a tiny package, whilst at the same time including many of the features of DJI's Pro series of drones. In many countries, if a drone weighs 250 grams or more, then it puts it into a class of aircraft which requires some form of license or registration to pilot. With the weight of the MAVIC MINI coming in just 1 gram less than this, it meant that it could, in simple terms, be classified as a toy, and therefore not require compliance with much of the drone legislation and restrictions. Although the MAVIC MINI was awesome for what it did have some limitations which became apparent over time. For me, the main issue related to the connectivity technology. It used Wi-Fi to connect the drone to the controller, and this had limitations in signal distance, as well as being prone to interference. Often when I was flying the Mini, I found that the video feed to the controller would be juddery and laggy, as well as frequently dropping out altogether. Wi-Fi connection is susceptible to interference from electromagnetic frequencies, so you had to be very careful not to get anything between you and the drone which could interfere with the signal. This includes things like buildings, power lines, or anything that could be emitting its own frequencies. The second key issue for me with the Mini was the camera quality. Its camera was able to produce decent photos and video. However, the video maxed out at 2.7K resolution. When I blew it up on my 4K TV to watch it, the quality was not as good as I was hoping it to be. Don't get me wrong, the MAVIC MINI is a great piece of kit, and with a price tag today of just $369, it's an excellent first drone for beginners. The link's below if you want to check it out. However, last month in November 2020, DJI released the MAVIC MINI's successor, the DJI MINI 2. And the Mini 2 has brought with it some game-changing improvements that, in my opinion, make it the perfect drone for beginners and professionals alike. Coming in at $449 by itself, or $599 with the Fly More combo, it's priced much lower than the more professionally focused models. The Fly More combo comes with a carry case, 2 additional batteries and a battery charger, which in my opinion is definitely worth spending the extra money on. When it comes to design, the Mini 2 has almost an identical form factor to its 2019 predecessor, and shares the same weight of 249 grams. However, it's what's inside that makes it so special. Let's quickly get it unboxed and then I'll show you exactly why it's so awesome. I have the Mini 2 Fly More combo here, which will be replacing my existing MAVIC MINI. I didn't have the Fly More combo for the MAVIC MINI and I regretted it, as one battery is just not enough when you're out and about and wanting to make multiple flights. Everything in the kit packs away into this included carry case, which is a perfect size to fit right into a backpack. Here we have a bunch of spare parts, including a small screwdriver, spare control stick attachments and spare propellers. Next up is the accessories box. In here is a charging brick, the data cables to connect your smartphone, the USB-C cable, and here is the external battery charger which also acts as a storage for the spare batteries. Here's the remote controller, which again is an upgrade to the one which was included with the MAVIC MINI. I'll come back to this later. The control sticks can be stored away in the bottom of the controller so that it can be packed away easily when not in use. And finally, here is the Mini 2 itself, with its included propeller holder to keep the propellers neatly in place. As you can see, the carry case is padded and has space for all of the components, with some additional pockets for any extra bits and pieces that you may have. To charge everything up, the Mini 2 itself has a USB-C port, so it does support charging a battery itself. The remote controller is also charged by USB-C and it uses an inbuilt battery. And again, the external battery charger, not surprisingly, uses USB-C also. All three of the devices have battery level indicator LEDs which are activated with the press of the power button, so you can always check how much power is left. Before we go outside for some test flights, I'll touch on the improvements which have been introduced with the Mini 2 that make it so much better than the MAVIC MINI. A big one is the improved camera performance, with 4K 30 frames per second video with 100 megabits per second video rate. This absolutely crushes the MAVIC MINI's 2.7K 40 megabits per second camera capability. Up until now, this sort of video quality was limited to the larger and far more expensive range of drones. So for this to be possible with the MAVIC MINI 2 is a huge win. But if these numbers don't mean anything to you, I'm going to take it for a flight and show you the video quality in just a moment so you can judge for yourself. The other big upgrade in the Mini 2 is the wireless transmission stability. Using OcuSync 2.0 technology, the same that's used in the upgraded models, the Mini 2 has a theoretical wireless range of over 10 kilometers or 6 miles. Compared with the 4 kilometer range of the enhanced Wi-Fi used by the MAVIC MINI, this is a huge improvement. In addition to the range, OcuSync 2.0 will enable a much more stable and responsive video feed to the controller, which makes flying so much more enjoyable. Besides these two huge upgrades, there are also some additional new features in the Mini 2, such as more powerful motors, new modes such as panorama and boomerang quickshot, and raw photo output, to name a few. Alright, let's take the Mini 2 outside and get it in the air. Once everything's unpacked, the propeller protector can be removed and I'll get the Mini 2 unfolded. Let's make sure the batteries are fully charged by single pressing the power button on the battery charger. Then the battery can go into the Mini 2 and the gimbal protector can be removed. The gimbal protector has to be removed before takeoff so that the gimbal can move freely. It's simply providing protection for the camera gimbal whilst it's packed away. Now the control sticks can be screwed into place on the front of the controller. The wireless antenna, which doubles as a phone mount, extends out from the top of the remote, and hidden beneath it is the USB cable which is used to connect to the phone. Finally, I can open the DJI app on my phone and power on the remote controller as well as the Mini 2 itself. Once we connect the app, the video feed from the Mini 2 will start streaming to the phone's display, and we can start the motors and are now ready for takeoff. Once in the air, the left control stick controls the altitude of the drone as well as the direction, and the right control stick controls the movement forward, backwards, left and right. Landing the Mini 2 is as simple as positioning it above a stable surface and pulling the left control stick down. One of the popular features with DJI's drones is the Quickshot feature, which allows you to choose from a variety of preset flight paths, and the drone will automatically move around the subject to capture the environment from different angles. The Quickshots include modes like Droney, Helix, and Rocket. Alright, so now that you know what the DJI Mini 2 is all about, sit back and enjoy this compilation which I put together during a day out at Sydney's beautiful northern beaches. If you want to find out more about the DJI Mini 2, click on the link in the description and check it out. If you enjoyed this video, please drop me a thumbs up below and leave me a comment to let me know your thoughts. That's going to wrap it up for this video, so thank you for watching, stay safe, and I'll catch you at the next one.